Where is Esau's descendants? For we know from the word, as you have just seen, the Lord chose Jacob over Esau. Where is Esau and where is Jacob? What about the people of Ishmael? Ishmael. Because these are things that happened a long time ago, but it's still causing problem today. And the reason why we are discussing this, and the Lord have led me into this, for you, the member of the soldiers, because some conversations are going on, and you listen to different medias, and each one is aligned to their own ally. But I encourage you to be aligned with God, aligned with what God is doing in this season, so that you will not despair, so that you will not fear, so that you will stay in prayers and stay close to God, for the end time is coming. Remember, there was Noah. But where are they? And where do you fit in among this group? These people with their descendants, the Ishmaelites, the Israelites, the Edomites. In case you did not know, the Esau descendants, Esau was also named Edom. They are the Edomites. What about the Noahites and the rest of all the people of the earth that God had made? And when they begin and the world begins to think that there is no God, that the word of the Almighty God is a lie, that God never made things the way they are, and that the stories that you read in the Bible is a fake, is man-made, written as they all seen, then God starts some things stumbling, or smoldering, smoke somewhere, fire somewhere, so that they remind them, for them to go back and revisit the history and make comparison with what they see. Do you have children? If you have children, do you bless them? How do you bless your own children? There are people that owned up all the days of your life cursing their own children. I see that a lot. When we make visits into families and into settled situations, into disputes and conflict that happens in our community, and we begin to see parents cursing their own children instead of blessing them like the Hebrew women and men do. They curse their own children. It is the cultural practice of the Hebrew people. And that is why you see what Jacob did and what Esau did before their father Isaac. Their father was coming to the end of his time and had to bless them. How do you bless your own children? We live in a world that do not care about their own children. How much more bless them? That only cares about themselves. Do you bless one and leave the other? And why? Is there a child that you love more than the others? Why? Is that within your right? Do you favor one child over another? And why do you favor one child over another? How do you make a choice of whom to inherit and disinherit? Who you bless and who you curse? Is it because of their physical appearance? Is it because of the content of their character? Is it because of their righteousness? Is there a child that you treat like a prince or a princess, that you give charge of running your affairs? The one that you always send on a mission. Why do you do that? I remember as a child, my father always sent me on every errand that be gone by anything that is so important, but I never knew why. He never told me why. If you are in a position of power, maybe you are the president of the country, or maybe a leader in one position or another. Maybe you are the CEO of a company. How do you make your own decision? Why do you promote one person other than the other? And why do you keep projects and assignments given to one staff over the other? Or one department over the other? One person over the other among your aides? You will see around in the world that most of the time, people in the positions of power conduct warfare and all kinds of attacks against people, against nations and tribes. They make plans and execute wicked and evil things against people, against races, against tribes, against nations, or against states or cities. People often like to make decisions in this matter that is informed by one reason or another. Sometimes you find that people in position of power are full of themselves, and they always think about themselves, their selfish self, and they think that they will remain in power forever, that they will never come down one day, that their power will never end, or that their reign will never end. But like a flash, fear grips them. They realize that their power evaporates before their very eyes, and terror arises right by their side, 10,000 falling by their right hand, 1,000 beside them. And they see destruction come in their way, and every of their power is no more. For the power that is above every power, and the sovereign of the sovereigns, the king of the kings, and the Lord of the Lord have made a change, have intervened. For we told you that in this season the Lord your God will intervene, and he will judge the